But Milton, what can I do? Have you actually checked the flight from Nigeria to Kenya? Well, you are not the only one who is moving from Nigeria to Kenya. And again, remember that most of these things, sometimes you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice if you really want to move to Slovakia. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for joining today. So without wasting more time, we are going to be talking about national visa to Slovakia today, and I will be talking about the documents you need to apply for the national visa. If you are watching me for the very first time, please click the like button and do not forget to subscribe below. My name is Milton Fonkwa. You can call me the Anointed Village Boy. Thank you so much for joining our platform. So if you want to immigrate to Slovakia, you should understand that Slovakia is also a member of the Schengen zone. With the visa, which is the residence permit or the national visa you are going to get in Slovakia or to Slovakia, you can use it to move to other Schengen countries within a period of 90 days and every 6 months. Did you understand that? Yes. If you didn't, drop a comment below so somebody can help explain to you better, or I will do it. Now, if you are thinking of moving to Slovakia through school, it's either you are going for a language program or you are going to study a degree. If you are going through a language program, understand that you are not going to be paying a visa fee. But if you are going through a degree, you are going to be paying around 60 euros for the visa fee. So in these documents, I'm going to give you the list of documents. Let me say in this video, I'm going to list all the documents you need in order to study in Slovakia, to apply. That is to say, before you go to Kenya, you have to gather all these documents and move with them and understand every detail in this video. And again, understand that Slovakia is very cheap. If you are looking for cheap countries, it's even cheaper than the Czech Republic. Yes, there are schools in Slovakia, like I explained in the other video. You can literally study for 1,000 euros. But again, you should understand that there is no easy process out here. I must be specific with you because a lot of people, they are like, Milton, I'm looking at the cheapest and the easiest process. My dear friend, there is nothing like the cheapest and easiest. If you are not ready to burn the candle, you are not ready to go through the hurdles, it will be difficult to make it nowadays as I'm talking to you. This study abroad is not an easy thing. Okay, to jackpot is not an easy thing. But first, before I talk about the documents, let's address this issue. We all know, or most of us must have known, that you cannot apply for national visa, which is the visa you are going to get as a student to move to Slovakia. You cannot apply for it from Nigeria. The Nigerian embassy in Abuja, or where, it doesn't give national visas to Nigerians, to foreigners. It doesn't give residence permits to foreigners. So also understand that after the national visa, you are going to get the residence permit, okay? And you can move to Slovakia with your family. I hope you understand. But remember, you have to send your marriage certificate to Slovakia for them to actually change it into their own language before you move to their embassy in Kenya. Now, let's address the issue of Kenya. I understand flights from Abuja to Kenya or Cameroon to Kenya or where to Kenya is very expensive. You might be thinking that, okay, I will just pack my bags. When I get admission, I will just pack my bags from Nigeria or from Cameroon and move to Kenya. Then from Kenya, I can just fly to Slovakia. That is not the way it works. It may be easy, but trust me, most countries will not allow you fly from a different country to that country. You understand? Like if you're a Nigerian, they might hang on you in case you want to fly from Nairobi or from Kenya to Slovakia. So you have to be careful. But I understand we are trying to cut costs. I think, and again, if you send somebody with their documents, it will be difficult for you in case anything happens to those documents. That is one of the reasons I'm explaining this. So if you are thinking that, okay, I want to go to Kenya to apply for the residence permit, then maybe after it's granted, I will just fly from Kenya, it is going to be hard for you. I know what I'm talking about. But again, you can verify, ask the Slovakia embassy or the Slovak authorities to actually know if it's possible for you, because I know even if you ask the Slovak authorities, you have to be careful. Flight management is different, embassy officials are different. Now let's take a look at the remaining documents. I talked about visa fee already. There is a form, the application form you are going to be using. Okay, this application form, you have to download it from the Slovak website. I'm going to link it down there in the video description box for you to verify the link. Everything is there. Then you need an international passport, and remember this international passport, remember you are applying for your national D visa. There are various visas. When you go to the website, you are going to find the C visa, you are going to find a transit visa, you are going to find the Schengen visa, but remember yours is the national D type visa, which is eventually going to lead you to a residence permit in Slovakia. So the visa you are applying for, you need an international passport, and your passport should not be valid for less than 90 days. At least before applying for the visa, your passport should be more than 3 months to expiring date. I hope you understand. Before departing from Slovakia, for example, let me break it down again. If you are going to Slovakia, let's assume that you want to go and stay 90 days in Slovakia. And before the day you are leaving Slovakia, your passport should have at least 90 days. This is what I'm saying. So don't use a passport. Now you are a student, you are not going to be returning, right? But you have to apply for a residence permit. So when moving to Slovakia, make sure your passport is at least 1 year. It shouldn't be below 1 year to avoid complications. I hope you understand. It shouldn't be below 1 year to avoid complications. Slovakia is relatively cheap and affordable. The only problem is where to get the visa. And again, you have to legalize your documents at the consulate in Abuja or in Nigeria before you move to Slovakia. I don't know if it's in Lagos or Abuja, but you have to legalize your documents there before you move to Slovakia. Remember, you cannot legalize these documents at the level of the Slovak consulate or embassy in Abuja. It should be the consulate, right? Without passing with them through the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs. You need to finish from here before you move to Abuja. I'm explaining this so that other nationalities like Ghanaians, Equatorial Guineans, Cameroonians, they can understand what I'm saying. I will be talking about other categories later, but for now, let's focus on the national D-type visa, which is for students. I hope you understand. Then you also need a passport copy, let's say a passport photograph, and this photograph should be 3 times 3.5 centimeter. Explain to the photographer or to the person taking the pictures, it should be 3 times 3.5 centimeters. I'm not a photographer. Explain to them everything I'm telling you in there is not coming from space. It's coming from a legit website, which I will link it down there. Thank you so much. And remember, the reason they're taking this photo is it has to show your current face. All right, the physical features they are going to see on your face should be the same. So that's the reason for the current passport size photograph. If you check the website, you are going to find all this information I'm giving you. Then documents confirming purpose of stay in Slovakia. Now, in this case, you are going as a student. So definitely you are going to be showing them your student letter or your admissions offer. So that is it. Then you also need proof of health insurance for at least the period of validity of your national visa. So you have to go with the health insurance, and I do not know if AXA or Swisskare or Euro Assist can give you the health insurance. Probably send a message to your school to tell you the insurance companies you can get for, even online, ask them this, or you send a message to the embassy. We hope they can reply. Or if you do not find information on the embassy website, this is the only time you should start contacting authorities. Okay, but first go through the website and read everything on the website. It is clear and visible. Now you need accommodation. Remember, in another video you are going to watch, I said that accommodation in Slovakia is very affordable if you decide to live in on-campus accommodation, and if you decide to eat according to your pocket and know that where you are coming from is not the same as where others are coming from, that's you know what you are doing. You are going to live, do not live extravagant lifestyle in order to complicate yourself. With that, accommodation is very cheap. Okay, you can even get something for 150, 200 if you like. Then again, you need proof of funds. Proof of funds is very logical in Slovakia. Please listen to me. If you use a sponsor, your visa will be rejected. Don't use somebody's account. Now, according to the Slovak officials, you need 56 euros per day to spend in Slovakia. And if you multiply 56 euros times 30, using the normal calculation, is going to give you 1,680 euros for 1 month. And if you calculate 56 by 365 days, which is 1 year, is going to give you a lot of money. But this is not the way you are going to calculate your proof of funds. Remember, the visa is going to be valid for 90 days. So now you have to multiply 56 by 90, and if you multiply 56 by 90, you are going to get something like 5,100 euros, around that figure. So your own money is 56 by 90. If you are a student and want to apply for a visa, it's 56 by 90, which is going to be like 5,100 euros. And if you divide this, okay, let's say if you take 5,100 divided by 56, you are going to get something like 91. That is just to confirm to you. So that is your proof of funds. It must be one in a Slovak bank. If you are applying for a national visa to Slovakia, the money must be in a Slovak bank, and you have to have it in a foreign bank, and this foreign bank should be a bank in your home country or somewhere else, but this account must carry your names the way they appear on your international passport. The bank account must be yours. It cannot be that of your parents, that of your mother. If you use your father or mother, they will reject your visa. This is clearly written on the website of the authorities of Slovak Republic. So please check all of these and note that following instructions is very important. Do not risk yourself and say, okay, I will go to Nairobi, then when my visa is granted, I will just immigrate from there. They might stop you at the level of the airport, and if intervention is not done quickly, you may not travel. So please, you have to be careful. Verify all the details before you start moving. It is important. Remember, you can move to Slovakia with your family, with your children. You will also benefit from the free health care, or let's say from the free education, especially if they are studying in the Slovak language. The government of Slovak also have the right to give them free education in the Slovak language. This is compulsory, non-negotiable. And again, remember, if you want to travel with your wife, you have to show your marriage certificate, and you will be sending it to Slovakia. Ask your school for more info if you cannot find all this on the university website. It is not that complicated. Okay, I hope this video was nice. I hope it helps you. For other information concerning Slovakia, about some affordable schools in Slovakia and when they are open, I will be bringing videos about them very soon. So we are here to be grinding. We will keep moving till things are better. Many more people will be moving abroad. I have one person who is moving to Canada today. All right, he just informed me. So this is the exhibit here, and more videos will come on my social media handles.